is this a cover-up, right? Of course it's a cover-up. How do we know? We know because Pam Bondi said she was going to release all of the documents. The FBI said they were going to release. Kash Patel was calling for the release, and now they're not releasing the documents. Now, does that mean that that's because Donald Trump engaged in criminal activity? No. In fact, you talk to the people who've actually talked to all the victims in this case, and they will tell you that they don't have any evidence of Donald Trump engaging in any criminal activity. So the truth is, if they release the documents, it is probably the case that there wouldn't be any evidence of Donald Trump engaging in criminal activity. But there would also be probably evidence of things that are embarrassing for Donald Trump, things he doesn't want out there. And I think there's an important distinction there to talk about in connection with that. But there is no question that anyone else would not be able to survive this.
Right.
Donald Trump, I think by 2026, this issue will be forgotten.
Yeah, look, I can't say for sure exactly when he references stuff that might be embarrassing. I don't know if he's thinking of things that could be embarrassing but not illegal in the sexual realm, or embarrassing in the wider sense having to do with foreign policy communications with foreign leaders or whatever. That could encompass a lot of different things. If it's just stuff that is embarrassing but not illegal sexually, look, Donald Trump does not want to be embarrassed, obviously, but what could it possibly be in that area that would be worse for him if it came out than the cover-up has been? Because the cover-up has made him look so bad, not just to the opposition, not just people with like pink hats on or whatever, but like even MAGA thinks he looks super suspicious. I don't know how, man, that angle of him naked must have been really bad to justify all of this. I don't buy it.
Yeah, so look, he had me at a place where I'm like, okay, I don't mind what he's saying. It's definitely a cover up, that's true, right? Might not be Donald Trump. I agree, it might not be Donald Trump that did it. He lost me at, it'll be forgotten by 2026. Oh, come on, brother, what planet are you on? No, it will not be forgotten within a month and a half. No, let alone a year and a half, let alone a decade. And look, I like Dan. I wouldn't describe him as Israel first, but does he love and cherish Israel? Yes. So, and now he's in a pattern of people who love and cherish Israel, who are like, this is a minor issue. It's really, we gotta go. It's not a big deal. It's come on. We're gonna forget about it. You already forgot, right? Right. Which leads us to Laura Loomer.
Yeah, and Mike Johnson said it was a moot point. So yeah,
so Mark Levin, Ben Shapiro, they're all like, what's the big deal? Guys, you're giving away what's happening. You're making it super obvious.
Yeah. Well, here's what Laura Loomer had to say. We've talked about the regular people. Let's go to the philosophers now. Laura Loomer says, you can't be outraged by the Epstein saga and simultaneously not be outraged by the fact that we have Muslims serving in Congress. Their prophet was an infamous pedophile. Nobody wants to talk about that. Is that the most relevant thing going on right now? By the way, it is true though. Only Islam has weird sex stuff hidden. None of the other religions, they're all squeaky clean.
Catholics,
it's just Islam. No, Catholics, model religion, obviously in that area. No, she's just a terrible, hateful person. That's all it is. Now, obviously, there is an agenda there, as I'm sure you're referencing. But
yeah, exactly.
She also believes that we should have religious tests for public office.
So there's two things in there, right? One is, stop talking about Epstein. The Muslims, right? So lately what's happening is, so there's like, you'll be shocked to find out there's a lot of Israeli bots and trolls that follow me online, okay? And so they all have the same talking points and they rotate through them, right? So one of the talking points is Epstein's not at all important, no one should talk about it. Things that make you go home. Okay, the second thing is what Laura Loomer's doing here. But wait a minute, don't forget about the Muslims. And remember, don't hate the Jews. That's anti-Semite. They should be canceled forever and ever. No one should ever speak to them again because they criticize Israel. They're anti-Semites and bigots. We can't accept bigots like this. The Muslims, that's the ones you should hate. You should hate them to your core. You should hate all of them. How can you say, don't be bigoted against Jews, and then turn around and say, definitely be bigoted against Muslims. And I know, why are they all doing it? Laura's just like the queen bee of Israel first, right? The reason they're doing it is they think that the right-wing voters in America are inherently racist and hateful, so they want to redirect their hate. They're like, oh, you're hating Israel. I don't like that. I don't. Hey, redirect the hate. Move the ship. Move the ship. Remember, we trained you and we brainwashed you to hate all of our neighbors, so that when we attack them and take their land, we appear to be the victims, and you already despise them. Oh, look at that! It's the same neighbors, the Muslims. Remember to hate the Muslims, and that is Israeli propaganda. So don't tell me not to hate Israel. Look, I get past it anyway, and I want them to be safe, and I want 2 beautiful independent states, but that's because I'm a wonderful person. The state of Israel has done overwhelming propaganda to try to get Americans to hate Muslims, to hate my family, to hate my community, and unfortunately it has worked. And so they are disgusting. Their government, they're terrorists, they are fascist. It's not close. They've done 75 October 7ths. If one October 7th is terrible, which it is, 75 is much, 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 much worse. They are much worse than Hamas. That is an empirical fact. Yeah. They target people, civilians, at a higher rate. Mark Levin on tape, Tucker Carlson criticized him the other day on the show. Mark Levin saying, yeah, we should kill their civilians. Randy Fine saying we should kill their civilians. That is literally what terrorists say.
And starve their kids.
Yeah, and nuke them and all that. So it's a terrorist state, backed by a bunch of terrorist sympathizers in this country like Mark Levin, Randy Fine, and Laura Loomer. And now their effort is to get you to ignore Epstein and the folks who actually did crimes against Americans.
Yeah.
And the way that they're gonna get you to ignore it is by getting you to hate a different religious group. And so it's doubly disgusting. And that is exactly what Laura Loomer is. She is the personification of disgusting.
Yeah, yeah. She's like that sludge in Star Trek The Next Generation. It's just hatred that just accrues into a black mass. That's all it is. And that's her.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.